Looks like we're gonna have to leave Sunshade as quickly as we came. Hello everyone, the natives Kyra here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Octopath Traveler. In the last episode we walked our way from Stoneguard, leaving behind Honnet's Chapter 2, and we are currently making our way to Victor's Hollow in the Woodlands so we can start Olberic's Chapter 2. It's a long trek, so I anticipate this covering at least a couple more episodes, but we'll see how far we can get. Our party should be fully healed up right now, so I think the only thing left to do is head out of Sunshade and continue making our way back to the Woodlands so we can actually work our way to Victor's Hollow. I'll try to run as much as I can to save time on the way there, because we've more or less been through this place already. I have no idea what happened to my settings, but it looks like the world is a lot brighter than it should be. I'm going to have to adjust my brightness settings. Hold on. I'm going to enable corner shadows and reduce the brightness by 1. Let's see if that helps. Ah, that looks much better. Alright. We'll have to keep going. This is the South Clearbrook Traverse now. Let's read the signs to make sure we're not losing ourselves here. Sunshade is that way, Sainsbridge is that way. We're going to have to go up. What does this sign have to say? West Clearbrook Traverse, Sunshade that way. Okay, so let's just go west.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
The XP isn't very good around these parts, but I'll take what I can get, especially since with every battle we have a new chance of finding a Kate. And Lord knows I can't get enough of those.
Now, let us hunt him.
Excellent work by the party. Therion is now level 33. Let's see if we can get any more level ups before we reach Victor's Hollow. Alright, we should go up into the cliffland, so we head north now. Ooh, check that out. A Kate.
The battle is truly
Will I be able to do anything with it, though? I stand a high chance of missing if I try to take it on with physical weapons, but I don't know if I have anything potent enough to take it down elementally. I could try out these soul stones, but I only have so many. I guess it's worth a shot, I suppose. I'm gonna try using the biggest one I have. Fire Soulstone L should do it. This will do a crap ton of damage, but it's worth it. Alright.
have a taste.
Let's see if it works. Alright, looks like everyone's gone.
The thrill of the
And look at all that XP and JP. Alright. I'd say that was definitely worth it. Hana is now level 34 and Alphen is level 33, and we do get a crap ton of JP in the process. Alright, let's keep heading north. Boulder Fall, Clearbrook. South Clearbrook Traverse Sunshade. We will continue heading north.
Let us fight with honor.
Alright, let's continue on our journey. Alright, this should be the South Boulder Fall Pass. Yeah, I was right. It's not often that I get these locations right, because there's quite a bit of cardinal direction memorizing. Alright, let's just keep heading north.
I'll make this quick.
Alright, we should be approaching the woodlands shortly. Let's see if I can stop by the sign on the way. Alright, North Boulder Fall Pass to Boulder Fall, Quarry Crest, Clearbrook. Yep, all we have to do is head north now. Just want to make sure. Okay, looks like... Yeah, okay, I'm not supposed to go across the bridge, I'm just supposed to keep heading this way.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
It's really amazing, because the attention to detail on the game's map is quite surprising, because you'll see stuff in the game's world that actually is reflected on the map. Like, remember how I told myself that I wasn't supposed to take the bridge over to Boulder Fall, but instead was just to keep heading straight? Well, there is actually a bridge right there, right next to where my quill is hovering. I actually find that quite a nice attention to detail, especially when it comes to navigation, because it actually helps you quite a bit.
Let us fight with honor.
Alright, we should be almost to the woodlands, because I think I see the path right up ahead.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
I must say, these fights aren't taking very long at all. They're taking like 5 seconds at most. Alright, we're finally at the woodlands. We're in the home stretch now. All we have to do is make it to the Victor's Hollow area. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take a quick save here. Alright, looks like we want to head north instead of east, so I'm gonna go this way.
It's a good day for battle.
My turn.
Huh. Looks like we've got some new enemies here. Either that or I've never discovered their weaknesses. These are majestic marmots. Alright, well, I guess we could try swords with Therion's mercenaries. They are not weak to swords. I'm gonna try axes next.
Have at you.
Alright, let's use a last stand here. Alright, looks like they're not weak to axes either. We should try spears or daggers next. Try daggers here. They're not weak to daggers.
Here we go.
Looks like spears is the only thing we haven't tried yet. They are not weak to spears either. Well, they could be weak to bows. I'll try that. Well, it worked, but unfortunately we're not going to get much use out of that considering, you know, we killed it. But it's always nice to see a new enemy. It freshens things up a bit, you know. Victor's Hollow is north. Alright, we'll just keep heading this way then. I anticipate finding many new enemies up here.
You won't feel a thing.
My turn.
Come. A torrent of arrows. The hunt endeth.
Alright, this is the East Victor's Hollow Trail with a danger level of 24. Alright. Victor's Hollow, Swarky, Western Still Snow Wilds to Still Snow. That would be where we would start Honnet's Chapter 3, but we are going to Olberic's Chapter 2 first before we do that. Alright, there should be... Yeah, it does look like there's a shrine over here. We'll have to check it out. This is the Shrine of the Huntress. Ooh, and there's a chest here. Interesting. I don't remember being a chest here. Or at least in the other shrines. Alright, we have a pedestal with what looks to be a bow and arrow on it. Hail, traveler. I am Drefendi, the Huntress. Unto thee who dost boldly venture to this place, I impart the knowledge of the heavens. And we should unlock the hunter as a secondary job. I don't plan on giving that to anybody just yet. But it's always nice to have it, just in case. Alright. What's there next? Dusk Barrow is north, Victor's Hollow is south from here, Still Snows to the east. Alright, we should keep heading this way. Oh, there's a chest there. I want to see what's in it.
Want a tangle, huh?
Looks like we've got some new owl-like enemies over here. These are howlers. Alright, let's try swords on them first. They're not weak to swords. Let's try bows on them next. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use Therion's hired help here, just so I can break those two rampant weeds. Alright, that'll get them out of our hair for now. Let's see, Olberic can try spears. They are weak to spears, alright.
Alright.
I'm just gonna break them while I have a chance.
Let in the hunt.
Fortunately, it looks like Therion's attack stat has been lowered on both the elemental and physical fronts.
Out of my way.
So, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Alright, can we collect? Yes, we can. I'm gonna try collecting from this howler here. I guess we didn't...
Bring it on.
missed that. Oh well. Let's try Level Flash here, see if I can bring these guys down a little bit for more easy collecting. Alright, now it looks like I have to focus on the rampant weeds. They look pretty
What next?
sturdy, all things considered. Ah, I killed it. Whoops. Ah, looks like we can take those attacks easily. Oh, always with the proliferation. Always with the proliferation, seriously. I'm just gonna take out this shambling weed. I honestly don't have the patience for it right now. Alright, let's try collecting from the Howler. 812, not too bad. Alright, now we can take it out.
Letting my arrow
And
fly
Hanek can
true.
use Steel SP on the shambling weed to finish it off for good. Hopefully there won't be any more proliferation from now
Now
on.
then, I think not.
Let's defend with Olberic.
Here. Out of
Nice
my
dodge
way.
by Therion there. Alright, let's boost our chances here. Gonna take from the Rampant Weed for an extra 960.
What next?
Alright, now we can take out the Rampant Weed. Let's fully boost Hanek so we can take it out as fast as we can.
Sorcery.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, now all that's left to do is wait for Therion's turn.
Coming, if
Let's
thou
try
darest.
stealing from
I'll
this
take what I
Howler here.
need.
Essence of Pomegranate, always nice. That'll help
All right.
Alpha and give the party more BP in case we
The
need
battle
it.
is, I think not.
Alright, let's skip to Therion here. Let's boost as much as we can. And collect an extra 812.
What next?
Alright, I don't see if there's anything we can do right now. I think I'll just try to brute force it with a Steel SP. Hopefully it works. Alright.
The hunt endeth.
And we get tons of XP and JP. Alright, this chest has a medium healing grade. Always nice to see. Alright. Victor's Hollow should be right next door, essentially.
Now, letting us hunt.
Ah, it's a different type of Kate.
The battle is
This
truly
is
joined.
a cultured Kate. Instead of giving you tons of XP, it gives you tons of JP. I don't know how much health it has. I want to say it has more than the regular Kates we're used to seeing, but don't quote me on that. I'm going to use another large fire soulstone here. Let's hope I can take it out without it having to flee.
Have a taste of this.
Alright, great. That's a lot of fire, though. Christ, that animation is terrifying.
The thrill of the fight.
Alright, we get 454 JP. And we also get quite a decent bit of cash and XP as well. Alright, looks like the party has very nearly enough JP to learn their divine skills. That's great. Alright, Victor's Hollow should be just along this path. Yep, we're essentially here now. Alright guys, welcome to Victor's Hollow, the jewel of the forest. Let's see what you have to say.
Good day to you.
You are most welcome to Victor's Hollow, the jewel of the woodlands. Most know this place for our lauded arena. Please be sure to watch a match while you're here. What's your story? This young man lives a carefree lifestyle and is devoted to the pursuit of pleasure above all else. Or at least that's how he would present himself to others. In truth, he is an exceptional gladiator, ever in search of a worthy challenge. And we get new weapons for sale. The townsmith and armorer have new wares. Alright, what do you have to steal, my friend? Quite a bit of nuts. I'll take your nourishing nut, and your invigorating nut, and your magic nut. Alright, thank you. I guess now that we're here, before we can start Olberic's Chapter 2, I would like to inquire and steal from as many people as we can. Alright, a woman of Victor's Hollow, she once worked as a dancer in the Sunlands until she eloped with her husband. Though the two were never blessed with children, they enjoy a quiet life looking after their flower garden. What do you have to say? My husband stepped out of the house for a spell but never came back. He has a large mole on the back of his hand. If you see such a man, please tell him to come home. Alright, I guess I will. I will definitely take your Curious Bloom and your Soothing Dust and your other Soothing Dust, though. What does the Provisioner have? Quite a bit of stuff, if I do say so myself. I'll buy 10 more Medium Healing Grapes. I'll buy 9 more Inspiriting Plums. I'll buy... Do I need more Life Olives? I don't think so. I'll buy 17 Herbs of Light. Alright, and I think that's all I want to buy right now. Actually, you know what? I could use a ton more Soothing Seeds. I'll buy 24 so I can get to 50. And I'll buy 19 more Injury Seeds, also to get us up to 50, and one more Essence of Grape so we can have 60. Looks like, yep, looks like that's pretty much all I want to buy. Alright, let's see what you have to say. I washed up on shore some years back with no memory at all of who I might be or even what I was once called. I keep on hoping that someone will recognize me one day and be able to tell me who I am. Surely someone must have known me, A mysterious man who somehow found his way to the woodlands. Stricken with amnesia, he has forgotten his identity. However, for some reason, he feels drawn to the sea and often finds himself walking toward it. Interesting. What do you have to steal, good sir? I will take your Herb of Light, and Herb of Clarity, and Herb of Valor. Let's check out the tavern. Nothing here. Alright, let's check you out.
Excuse me?
Doting aunt. Become a swordsman? Who put that daft notion into my nephew's head? I fair believed his parents raised him wiser than that. Though his father, nay, best leave that unsaid. Alright, whatever you say. This woman of Victor's Hollow looks after and worries over her nephew. She abhors violence with every fiber of her being, and prays that the young boy will not follow in the footsteps of the gladiators which fascinate him so. We glean new information. Father and fighter. Interesting. I'm going to have to steal 2 healing great bunches? I will take them both, thank you very much. Alright, what do you have to say? Listless gladiator. I'm a lonely swordsman, worn and broken. I fought 1,000 battles if I fought one, and I'm tired of heaving this blade. But there's a fool lad who's gone and made me his hero, and wants to be a fighter like me. This is a wretched, dangerous trade, God's truth, and I wish I could dissuade him. Should we share what I know? It looks like we can complete a side quest here. I'll definitely share what I know. What's that you say? So the lad's father was a swordsman, was he? Sad tale. When a man's felled and leaves a young widow and her son to fend for themselves. Suppose the lad saw his father and me, us both being men of the sword. Why are we playing the Clifflands music here? That's a very interesting choice of music. Ugh, I'm starting to think that mayhap I treated the lad overly rough. He needed a father, and reckoned that could be me. Maybe he weren't wrong at that. Oh, lad, what are you playing at? Starry-eyed boy. Really now? Come here, lad. Out of them shadows and into the sun where I can see you. So you will teach me fencing? Look ya, I have a better thing to teach you. Horse riding. What'd you say to that, then? I'd rather learn fencing if it's all the same. Swounds, but you're a stubborn one. I teach you horses or I teach you nothing. You got that? If you say so, sir. Interesting. So we earn 4,800 leaves and we get 1 refreshing jam. Twice the man of most. You'll stay around, won't you? Could have been the father he lost, but nay. It'd take a better man than what I am. Well, that's very interesting. What do you have to inquire about? The swordsman of many years. Once he fought for something near and dear to his heart, but over time came to realize that the man he was and the love he had were long gone. He now seeks to rekindle the fire which once spurred him to greatness. What do you have to steal? A knight's sword. That looks pretty impressive. I'll try taking it if you don't mind, and I'll also take your silver helm. I trust you won't be missing this. I can give the sword to Therion right now, because he could definitely use the speed. That'll improve his attack a bunch, and it'll also make him much faster. Alright, what do you two standing over here have to say? To the west of this place is a cave with a marvelous underground lake. I've heard that a frightening monster resides there. Are you certain you wish to go? Well, I can't really go there, because there's a sign here that's blocking my path. What do you have to inquire about? A man who often takes walks, albeit for no discernible reason. Though others may come to visit the nearby orphanage or to speak with the matron who runs it, he simply strolls about here with no particular purpose.
Good day.
I did not mean to speak to you again. Alright, what do you have to steal? 2 olive blooms, I'll definitely take those. Alright, what do you have to say?
Greetings.
Have you been to the orphanage? It's my pride and joy. We don't have much, but we get by somehow. You might not believe it, but some kind soul's been leaving us donations. It's as if the gods themselves are looking out for us. That's very interesting. The woman who now runs the orphanage was herself given into its care some 12 years past by parents whose faces she can no longer recall. When she came of age, she decided to remain and repay the kindness she received, knowing all too well how much it was needed. Marta's gang. What do you have to steal? An energizing pomegranate and a hairbrush, which I'll just leave you to keep. Alright. Can I challenge you? You're blocking this door. You are 6 stars of strength. Can I reasonably take you on? I don't know if I can. I'll err on the side of caution.
Greetings.
Lest I run into another fight that takes 12 years to finish. Alright, looks like there's a hidden item here. A refreshing jam. Great, alright. My dearest daughter has up and disappeared. I raised her all myself, I did, after my dear wife passed away. I got mad where something had to happen to her. High and low I've searched, yet not a bleeding trace I found. Ellie's her name. If you meet her in your travels, I beg you to send her home to me. So begins the tale of Into Thin Air. Ever since his wife mysteriously vanished one day, he has had to care for his daughter Ellie by himself. That she bears such a striking resemblance to her missing mother fills him with a mixture of emotions. What do you have to steal? An herb of valor and a stimulating ring. Alright, definitely take those. Alright, looks like our party could use a rest at the inn. Alright, great. It should be good for now. What do you have to say? Who are you supposed to be? Mind your own business. Oh, quite like your tone, mister. Journeying across the realm as a traveling merchant, this humble man does not use his skills to profit at his customers' expense. Rather, he believes in offering his products at a fair price to those who are in need. We get a hidden item somewhere. What do you have to steal? Robe of the Flame and an Inferno amulet. We will definitely come back for this robe later on, because this is an endgame item we're going to get tons of use on much later on, though. Alright, let's head to the second part of this town, Victor's Hollow, the Arena Gate. There's a lot of people here. All in a very close-knit quarters. Alright, so this guy named Montdor has some sparring training to do? Beg your pardon. I was in the midst of training. Montdor, Lancer Extraordinaire, at your service. What's your story? A spearman of the Frostlands, in his youth he distinguished himself in battle after defeating a succession of opponents. To this day he continues to search for new challengers to test his spear and his metal. What do you have to steal? An Imperial Lance! Holy shit, that's a powerful lance! Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to take it anytime soon. What do you have to say? I'm not usually here to barter and trade. Normally I draw in the crowds around the arena. This guy's a barker, and his moniker is the 100 Punch Man. He is 3 cubits 1 span tall and weighs 9 stones. I know, it's a stupid name, but try telling him that. Maybe after you beat him with fire, wind, or dark aspected attacks. No particular weapon will afford you an advantage, I'm afraid. Nice to know. Alright. What's your challenge level? 6? Alright. I think I'll err on the side of caution here. You have a tomahawk bow and a charm robe. I don't know if I'll use either of these, but I'll take the bow. Can anybody use it? I really don't think so. No, it doesn't look like anybody can use it. Alright.
Hello.
Gossipy townsperson, stay, friend. Have you heard the rumors of the devourer of men? Menfolk and womenfolk both are going missing over by yonder force of no return. Hence the name, you see. 'Tis a grim business, friend, so tread warily in those parts. Alright, good to know. Ellie's mother? Really? Looks like we've got some stories going around here about that side quest guy we encountered who was missing his daughter Ellie. Ellie's mother was a beauty, believe you me, had no shortage of admirers from what I recall. Pity she up and died. At least, that's what I presumed happened. Got caught out in the woods by a beastie or some such. A god or a demon for all I know. Never saw hide nor hair of her after she vanished anyway. What do you have to steal? Nothing particularly beneficial, but I'll take your Shadow Soul Stones. Spectator. Have you seen the size of the men at these bouts? Their muscles are incredible. Alright, good to know. What's your story? Moniker, the clown, with a height of 4 cubits and a weight of 9 stone. Hilda the clown don't mess about, so neither should you. Go straight for your swords and staves and ice aspected attacks, or she'll leave you splattered on the ground. Alright, great. It looks like whoever's giving us these inquire information is providing us very helpful insight into how to defeat these. Why do you have so many daggers? Nobody in their right mind needs this many daggers. I'm taking them all away from you. I'm confiscating your daggers. Okay, this guy is known as the Pot Boy. Interesting, with a height of 4 cubits and a weight of 11 stone. You're fighting Johnny? Oh gods, that boy has no idea the world of hurt he is in for. Poke him a few times with a spear or bash his noggin with a staff. Or give him the gift that keeps on giving. Fire. Christ, that's demented. We do get a discount at the end, though. Have you heard of the tourney? It only happens once a year at our arena. Alright, very interesting. I will take your Addlewart and your Injurious Dust and your other Injurious Dust. Alright, what do you have to say? This man's name is Estadas. My belly aches and my heart's beating like a smithy's hammer. Name's Estadas. I'm a local swordsman, and I'm waiting here for my fight. A swordsman who strives to bring honor and glory to his poor family. Though he was sickly as a child, he trained tirelessly to fight back against bullies, and eventually grew strong enough in body and mind to defend himself. Those bitter memories fuel his passion to become greater than he was yesterday. And we learn about his condition, too. What do you have to steal, friend? A Divine Blade! Physical attack of plus 152 and a critical of 84. You bet I'm taking my chances at taking it. Nice. Alright, anybody can use it? Hana can definitely use it. Alright, and then I can give... No, Theronor has the Knight's Sword. Alright. Yeah, you know what? Looks like I'll have to give it to... Olberic. Alright, that'll boost him up a little bit. Bring his axe to par with his blade, more or less. Alphen's lagging a bit behind, though, so I'll have to keep an eye out for weapons I can give to him. Looks like we're doing pretty damn well in our equipment, if I do say so myself.
The fact is...
Okay, this man is a spectator. Once I, too, wanted to fight alongside the competitors in the arena. Ages caught up with me, though. This guy's 52 years old. He has the moniker of the Deceiver. He is 3 cubits 1 span tall and weighs 10 stone. Don't know how he expects to trick people when he tells them what he's about in advance. Anyway, ice and wind are the elements you'll want to favor. He's also weak to spear in the gut. But aren't we all, eh? Challenge with ease. You will find the residents of this town more receptive to your challenges. What do you have to steal? A bear cleaver! Holy shit, that's a powerful axe. I will definitely try my hand at taking it. Nice, alright, we're getting tons of good steals all over the place. I'll take this rock cleaver and replace it with a bear cleaver. And then I can take this Viking axe and replace it with a rock cleaver. Alright, now Alvin has an insanely powerful axe and Olberic has an insanely powerful sword. Hopefully that'll balance it out somewhat. Alright, looks like Hana is... Well, Hana's always been the most powerful person on the team. I'm not surprised, though. Is there any way we can reorganize this equipment to make it more beneficial for us? Because you know what? I really want to give Olberic the most powerful sword and spear I can. Just out of principle, because he uses swords and spears anyway. I want to see if I can try doing that. What if I swap out the Moon Blade for the Divine Blade? Alright, let's see if I can do that. Hopefully that won't throw the party completely out of whack. Let's remove that. And let's remove Olberic's Moon Blade, and we'll swap them. Alright, Olberic will get the Divine Blade, and Hana will get the Moon Blade. Alright, that honestly looks much more appealing for me. Plus, Haunted always has that bear cleaver she can rely on. Looks like Therion is going to need a more powerful dagger pretty soon. Maybe I should give Therion the Skybreaker instead. You know what, it looks like this is something I might have to consider off camera. In the meantime, let's go check out the armor. Let's see what they have to offer us. We have a platinum sword. Now, it looks like that should be Therion's ideal sword. What does he have right now? I hope we didn't pay for the sword he has right now. He has the Knight's sword. It's a pretty good sword, all things considered, but it doesn't give speed. Well, it doesn't give physical attack like the platinum sword does. What about this? We have a bandit spear and a victor's spear. The victor's spear gives a ton of physical attack and speed. It looks like it would be a spear that Therion might benefit a decent amount from. But honestly, I think everybody could use a better spear, and the problem is this spear is really expensive at 42,000 leaves apiece. I don't think we're going to be able to buy enough for everybody anytime soon. I guess we could give Olberic this bandit spear. Actually, you know what? You know, I'll buy two. One for Olberic and one for Therion. Alright, that should bring us up to speed somewhat. Alright, what about this bastard sword? Doesn't look like anybody can get much use out of it right now. Alphen might be able to, but it doesn't look like he's fit for it. Because Alphen would need to rely on his critical stat to do as much damage as he possibly can. Alright, what about these bows? We have a Huntress's longbow, which would definitely help out everybody. And we have this tomahawk bow, which doesn't look like it'll be of much use. The problem is this longbow is really expensive. As much as I'd like to equip it onto Haunted. I'll hold off on that for now. I'll see what I can buy here. We have a kite shield and we have a gargantuan shield, which gives a ton of physical defense, but absolutely no elemental defense. The problem is the kite shield is pretty low in defense, all things considered. Especially when you take into account the gargantuan shield's massive physical attack stat, or physical defense stat. Alright, what about these armor pieces? They look pretty nice, actually, because with 61 physical and 79 elemental defense, it looks like something I wouldn't mind trading for. I think I'll buy two. Yeah, one for Alphen and one for Haunted. It'll decrease their SP, but the defense, I feel, is what we need more. Alright, what about these vests? These vests look pretty nice. Pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like Alphen and Olberic, and yeah, Alphen and Olberic could get the most use out of them. You know, I think I'll spare the cash for them. Yeah, definitely. You know what? No, maybe I should hold it off on Alphen, because it'll throw his physical and elemental defense kind of out of whack. While for Olberic, it'll get them more or less to parity with each other. I'll give it to Olberic, so I'll just buy one. We have a sprightly ring and a critical ring. I don't think I want either of those right now, so I'll hold off on purchasing those while I can. I always wanted to be a swordsman. If I train, could I join a bout? Moniker, the devil who dares, with a height of 4 cubits and a weight of 11 stone. Oh, this mad fool. Just whack him a few times in the face with a sword. That or a few solid strikes with a light, dark, or lightning-infused attack should put him on his back. Alright, nice. What do you have to steal? A shadow bow. It doesn't look like our party can use that right now.
How now?
Most everyone comes to Victor's Hollow for the arena. Actually, don't. I'm gonna try stealing this, just to see if I can. Alright, great.
How now?
Most everyone? Yeah, okay, we spoke to you already. What's your story? Moniker, Razor, with a height of 4 cubits and a weight of 10 stone. Spears and staves, that's the way to beat him. No good against the cold either, and a stiff breeze will blow him over. Is that a typo, or does that say a stiff breeze will bowl him over? I'm not quite sure. A fur cap and a Victor's spear. Again, that is a fantastic spear that would look great for Therion, and this fur cap is also insanely good at providing defense. But it's not worth it to try to steal as much as we can with that right now, because we're going to run out of reputation insanely fast. Moniker, Gouger of Eyes, with a height of 3 cubits, 1 span, and a weight of 1 stone. A sword or bow will see you to victory. Could always rely on good old fire and light, too. Nice chatting with you. New treasure available somewhere. Alright, always nice to see that. Looks like there's a hidden item across there. Alright. There's somebody over here, too. What in the world? Energizing pomegranate. I'll always take one of those. Alright, old man. I so rarely see others here. What business do you have with this old fool? What's your story? Moniker, the Enigma, with a height of 4 cubits, 1 span, and a weight of 8 stone. Bloody pretentious name if I ever heard one. A sword or dagger ought to sort him out. Or maybe a dozen arrows. Reckon lightning might be effective as well. Alright, great. A hidden new treasure. We get a lightning amulet. Alright. What do you have to steal? Just a bunch of candy. Alright. How do I get out of here? I can barely see where everybody is. Alright, there you go. It looks like this is the last guy we've yet to talk to. Gambler. I've wagered and lost, and now my purse is empty as the gods' cursed desert. Oh. Okay, looks like I might have misread that. I've wagered and lost, and now my purse is as empty as the gods' cursed desert. But hope lives on, and the next wager will bring me a king's riches. Hark now, do an ill-fated wretch a boon, and check on the fighters, will ya? Local sword swinger Estedos and Lancer Montdor of the Icy North. Bring me news of them. Alright, thankfully we've already inquired both of them, so we already know about them. So let's share what we know.
How now?
Ah, there you be. What news you bring? Oh, Montdor looks fit and hale, does he? Been a training hard, you saying there's a fire in his eyes? The local lad Estedos has got the smell of defeat on him, you say? So nervous that his belly aches, is he? Scared of what the local crowds will roar when he makes a toad's pie of it all, I don't doubt. God's truth. Then I know on what head I'll place my last coins. Bless your friend. Alright, I wish you the best of luck. I'd personally place my money on Montdor. The swordsman Estedos wins the battle. Oh dear. That might not be so good. Yeah, I know. Or not? Pigs in heaven, the day is mine at last. Surprised, are you? I sure am. Aye, I put my purse on the swordsman Estedos. When you told me how he feared the local crowds, I knew in my belly how the duel would end. With the crowds roaring and putting the fear of the gods in him, he'd be bound to find the strength to beat his foe. Truth is, I'm from these parts myself, so I was happy to put my coins on our local lad. No more debtor's prison for me. Fair befall you, friend. I'm mighty grateful to you. Alright, what do we get out of that? 4,800 leaves and 3 healing grape bunches. Alright. Well, we've had a pretty productive day, if I do say so myself. The next time we meet an Octopath Traveler, we will be continuing on and start Olberic's Chapter 2. Hopefully we'll be able to get a decent bit of the way through. Regardless, though, once again, I hope you enjoy this episode, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next one. Until then, though, have a great day, and take care.